A very warm good morning to all of you students. Today we are going to continue the topic, that is national political parties. In our last class we learned about the difference between national parties and state parties, and what criteria that the election commission has prepared for the national political parties is that 6% of the total votes, and they should get at least 4 seats in 4 different states, that is in the Central Assembly election. Now when we can say about the state parties, they also should get 6% of the vote, at least 2 seats in state assembly election. That is the difference between the national political parties and the state political parties. Now in your course it is given that national political parties, all which we have in India to study about in detail. So there are 6 national political parties in India, that is Indian National Congress, Bharatiya Janata Party, Bahujan Samajwadi Party, CPIM, CPI and NCP. All these 6 parties we will study in detail in our class today. First of all, we are going to learn about Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress is founded the year 1885. Now I have put this table here. First, when it is founded, second, about some detail about the party, and third, ideology of the party, and last, their role in Indian politics. That is the way I have put these points. First one is the year it is founded or formed. Second one is about little detail about the party. Third one is ideology, and the fourth one is the role that they play in the Indian politics. So Indian National Congress formed 1885. Now when we speak about the party, it is one of the oldest party in the world, and it has played a very important role in Indian politics for many years after the independence of India. Now under the leadership of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, what the Congress party wanted, they wanted to build modern secular democratic republic in India. Modern secular democratic republic in India. And what are this their ideology? Their ideology is secularism and welfare of the weaker sections and minorities. The party stands for secularism and welfare of the weaker sections and minorities of India. Now little more about the Congress party when we speak about. Now till 1977 they had their presence or formed the government in the politics of India, and after they had not got the majority, and from 1980 to 89 again they had the won the election and they formed the government. Afterwards the party started to decline. The support to the Congress party was less because there were other choices also for the people. Therefore the support to the Congress party was less. And what is their role in the Indian politics? That is till in the general election assembly 2004 they had won 145 seats, leading as UPA government, and it was one of the largest party. 1977 they had the majority. After the 1977 they had support was less, and again in 1980 to 89 they had formed the government, and later it started to decline. But the presence of Congress party is everywhere throughout the country. We can see the presence of the Democratic Party. And we learn about 2004 election. That is the in your book they have given for you to study. That is in 2004 what is the performance of each parties in the politics of India. Therefore we will study the performance of or the presence of the political parties in 2004, the year 2004. Okay, now in short, Congress party, it is one of the oldest party in the world, and it has its influence in the Indian politics than any other parties, because it is the oldest party and they had ruled India for a very many years. Till 1977 they were in power, but after 1977 they had no support, and again they came up in 1980 to 89, and afterwards the support to the Congress party declined because there were choices of other parties, and in 2004 they rose up as one of the largest party in Indian politics. That is all about Congress party. Now we go to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Bharatiya Janata Party was formed in 1980. Now what is the party stands in India? They have some of the elements which stands out of BJP party. One is that is cultural nationalism, that is Hindutva, that is one of the very important element of the BJP party. Second one, they want that the political integration or the territorial integration of Jammu and Kashmir with India, that is second point which they stand for. And third one is they want uniform civil code in spite of different religions in India. These are the three things which they stand for. One is that is Hindutva, cultural nationalism, and second one is the integration, political integration as well as territorial integration of the Jammu Kashmir with India. And third one is uniform civil code in spite of many religions, many cultures, but BJP party wants that they have uniform civil code. Okay, that is something about the party. Now what is the ideology of the party? The ideology of the party wants that they wanted to build a strong and modern India. That is the ideology of the BJP party. They wanted to build strong and modern India. And till it was formed in 1980, and in 1990 they rose, it spread everywhere and people started to support. It started to increase the number of citizens support to the BJP party. In 1990 more support started. In 1998 they came to power, and we are studying about 1998 they came to power with the alliance, that is National Democratic Alliance. With other parties they came, with the other parties support they formed the government. Now when we speak about all other parties, we are studying about the result of the 2004 election we are studying. Now when we speak about BJP party, in 1998 they came to power, but 2004 they lost the elections. Therefore only BJP party we are studying about only the 1998 they formed the government. In 2004 they lost the election, but all other parties we will be studying about 2004 results. Okay, this is all about the BJP party. In the beginning their presence was only in northern part of India, but slowly their presence spread all other parts of India, like northeast, even to the south it has spread, but in the beginning they were only in the northern part of India. Okay, this is all about the BJP party. You have to pay more attention to the what they want, their party, what they wanted to do in India. That is what main important things that you should know. That is Hindutva and the political integration of Jammu and Kashmir and uniform civil code. Okay, next one is Bahujan Samajwadi Party. Now when Bahujan Samajwadi Party, it is founded in 1984. And what does the party stands for? The party stands for, it promotes and secure more seats for the Bahujan Samaj. Now who all come under Bahujan Samaj? Under Bahujan Samaj it is Dalits, Adivasis, OBC and all other religious minorities are considered as Bahujan Samaj. So for Bahujan Samaj the Bahujan Samajwadi Party stands. Okay, it is given here, that is Dalits, Adivasis, OBC and religious minority. For these people, it wants to secure seats in the election or in the politics. That is what the party stands for. And what are their ideology? The ideology is interest and welfare of the Dalits and oppressed people. It works for the interest of the Dalits and oppressed people or the minorities. For that it stands. And whom are the leaders from whom they take inspiration? There are some of the leaders from whom they take inspiration, like Sahu Maharaj, Mahatma Phule, B.R. Ambedkar and Periyar Ramaswamy Naikar. These are the four people from whom they are taking the inspiration. And where do we find their presence? We find the Bahujan Samajwadi Party main hold is in Uttar Pradesh. In Uttar Pradesh they have the main hold, and other states where we find their presence is, that is Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Delhi. And what is their performance in 2004 election? In 2004 they secured 5% of the votes in the Central Assembly election and 19 seats they won in the Central Assembly elections. Now this is about PSP, Bahujan Samajwadi Party, founded by Kansi Ram. And 1984 it is founded, and it stands for all these ideology and all these people of India. Next one, we are going to CPIM, Communist Party of India, Marxist, and it is founded in 1964, and this party is divided from CPI. Okay, from CPI they got divided, separated themselves and formed another party. That is why it is called CPIM. It is from CPI. Okay, now what do they believe? They believe in Marxism and they believe in Leninism. That is their from where they get their inspiration or from where they get their guidance to work for the welfare of the people is Marxism and Leninism. These are the two. And they support their ideas, their philosophy. And what do they oppose? They oppose, that is, communalism and imperialism. The Communist Party of India, Marxist, they support democracy, socialism and secularism, but they oppose imperialism and communalism. These two things they oppose. And whenever the party, whoever forms the government and who goes in favor of communalism, then automatically the CPI Marxist opposes. Okay, what is their ideology? Their ideology is socio-economic justice in India. They wanted to have that socio-economic justice. All should be equal. There should not be a difference between the economic level. There should not be rich poor, but they try to build a nation where there is economic equality and justice in India. And who are the people who support this party? These are working class people, agricultural laborers, farmers, and all those people give their support to the CPI. And to speak, one of the plus point of CPI is for 30 years they had continuous government in West Bengal for 30 years without any other party's opposition or any other parties coming to power. For 30 years they ruled, formed government at state level in West Bengal. And where are their presence? Their presence morely we see in West Bengal, Kerala and Tripura. These are the three states where we find their support is more in number. Also their presence are there in other states. And what is the performance of CPIM in 2004 election? They had 6% of votes. If you remember what is the criteria for the national political parties, you have to secure 6% of votes. You can see 6% of votes they had, and 43 seats they had won in Lok Sabha elections. So it is one of the national party. We can conclude with this point. You can understand very well that it is a national party, one of the national political parties. Okay, next one we are going to the CPI. CPI also same thing, because this party is divided from the CPI. Therefore, whatever they stand for, they also stand for. And only one difference is they also support secularism, socialism and democratical form of government, they also support. And here they oppose imperialism and communalism. But here what do they oppose? They oppose successionism and communalism. When you speak about successionism, means that family inheritance in the politics, that they oppose. Okay, and what are their ideology? They advocate coming together of all the left parties. Okay, there are major parties, we can say, that is Congress party and BJP party, and there are so many other parties in India. Now what do they advocate? They advocate that these all come together and form left parties to build a strong and left brand. Okay, there is a left front also in India, Congress party, BJP party, left front. So they wanted to form a left front, that is their ideology. Now who are the people who give their support? Same thing, it is agricultural laborers and those working class people and all those laborers who work under the companies, all those things, industrialists, these are the people who give their support for the CPI. Now they were very strong until then it was divided in 1965. Once it is divided, now CPI Marxist gets more supports than CPI Communist Party of India. Therefore, it has declined. The presence or the people, those who support the CPI is less in number, and their presence are so many states, that is Kerala, West Bengal, Punjab, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Their presence we see in all these states. And last one, that is National Congress Party. Now when we speak about National Congress Party, it is also a party formed in 1999, divided from the Congress Party, Indian National Congress. They got separated from Indian National Congress in 1999. They could not agree with some of the points, so they got divided, and you can see their presence mostly in Maharashtra. They have a very important role in the state politics of Maharashtra, and formed following the split in Congress Party, same thing it is. And what is their ideology? Ideology is democracy, secularism, equity, social justice and federalism. These are their ideology. One thing what they oppose is that the high offices of the politics should be in the hands of the natural born Indian citizens. That is what they say. The high offices of the Indian politics should not be in others' hand, but it should be in the hand of the natural born Indian citizens. Then we can understand clearly that they have got separated from the Indian National Congress. And their presence mostly we see in Maharashtra, Meghalaya, Manipur and Assam. These are the places you find NCP. Okay students, now I conclude this topic here. You should know the national political parties. There are 6 parties. When they are founded, about their party and what is their ideology and their performance in the 2004 Central Assembly elections. And you need to learn some example for the state parties also. Some of the parties whom you are so well know, those parties you should learn for giving the answer for the state parties as well as the national political parties. Thank you students. Continue to study well.